Welcome back to another video, guys. So some of you requested me to do some more gaming benchmark on the Raspberry Pi GPU driver that has recently been launched. So first off, we have a mind test. So as you can see, it says mind test OpenGL 2.1 and I have the debug info on. Now I'm not very sure if you guys are able to see the debug info very clearly, but it actually uh, the frames per second actually vary quite a lot. So right now it's at around 19, and as soon as I the draw distance increases, the FPS drops to around 15 FPS and even 14. Once I start moving, I get FPSs around 10, 9, or even going into single digits. So of course, don't really expect some ultra heavy gaming on the Raspberry Pi 2, considering the GPU is very old according to today's standards and the newer GPUs that are coming in the mobile processors. So of course, the VideoCore 4 GPU driver was developed around 2 to 3 years back, and it's been in the Raspberry Pi since 2012, but it actually performs very well for what it's worth, and considering how old it is, it still is able to run pretty well. So this was mind test. So averaging around 15 FPS, dropping to around 9 FPS, and a maximum of 20 FPS. I think I let's move on to our next game and let's see what that is. Alright, so our next game is Open Arena. Now I have benchmarked this game again. I have benchmarked this game before, but let's do it again on the newer driver. And also, all these games are being benchmarked at 800 by 600 pixels resolution. So as uh, so that the Raspberry Pi can at least handle a playable frame rate. So let's go to the first map and on the easy mode so that we don't get killed very frequently. Alright, so as you can see, this game actually gives us a lot more FPS, a lot smoother performance. Now, even though it does have a lot more visually complicated graphics than that of Mind Test, so maybe it's just a thing about optimization and not really. Uh, Maybe Mind Test was not really well optimized. So this game actually gives us quite good performance, very playable, and it's quite smooth, especially considering how that we are running on an ARM based processor and not a PC. So this game actually gives out pretty good performance from and topping FPS at around 50 FPS and the lower ones touching the 30s. And of course, it's really playable, it's really smooth, and it's one of the best games if you really want to game on the Raspberry Pi. This is one of the best things to play. As you can see, everything is very smooth. So I'll just keep playing for a few more seconds so that just you guys can see uh, how well the performance is, and then we'll move on to our next game. Alright, so our next game is still downloading. uh, I'll get back to you as soon as it's finished. Alright guys, so the final game for this episode is called the Super Tux Kart. Now this is the direct derivation from Mario Kart. It's been copied, the gameplay is almost the same, except for the fact that all the characters are actually related to the open source community. So let's just get started with the game here. And now this is a problem while playing Super Tux Kart. The Raspberry Pi freezes completely. So if I'm not able to get this working, I guess this is the end of the video. And surprisingly, Super Tux card does not work at all, whereas it used to work with the previous version of the graphics driver, the one that were the unofficial build from the VC4 homepage. So I guess this is it. Super Tux card does not work. It hangs the whole system. But from both the other games we tested, I think Open Arena was the only one that performed fairly well and is quite playable. I have no idea why Super Tux card is doing this right now, but well, that's that. Super Tux card won't run at all. So thank you guys once again for watching this video, and I will see you next time.